Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Justice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead!
What's up, guys?
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Hammond Foxy, and our analyst, Babagusta, as we are here for the beginning of Division 1. In week 2, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a doozy of a match that we have right ahead of us. But before we get into the matches, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC featuring a Siege-themed PC cabinet from NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want to have a chance of winning one of these for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description below for details on how to enter yourselves into this giveaway. With all of that being said, the first game that we have for all of our viewers out of the 5 on-stream games of the day is Mercenaries versus Union Gaming. Two teams with so much history behind them are going to be facing off against each other once again on Clubhouse, and more on that from our analyst Babagusta. Baba, the mic is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Jack, for the introduction. Union Gaming versus Mercenaries. It is going to be one hell of a match indeed. According to the statistics wise, Union Gaming has they've lost against Monka as a pretty I wouldn't say a pretty solid start, losing against Monka as 2-7 on map Consulate. They've only won 2 rounds in attack, but I'm glad they did recover it up on the second match indeed against TRN8 Valiants on map Villa. 8-7 was the score, in which we actually did see them go to overtime match point. But I'm glad to see that Team Union Gaming has recovered it indeed. What's more that I'm interesting to look about is the rivalries between Union Gaming and Mercenaries. Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of histories between these two important teams here. They've been on. They've been actually going back and forth here. If you see Mercenaries winning on one specific matches on Division 1, Union Gaming out of nowhere wins it back again. Back and forth. I believe around 2 to 3 matches we've seen in this specific TEC tournament. We've seen Union Gaming winning around 2 to 3 matches against Mercenaries. And Mercenaries, I believe it's 2. So if I just make it a total roundabout, it is around 2 to 3. Leading Union Gaming has won around 3 matches against Mercenaries. So the only problem is, will Mercenaries will be able to make a 2 to 3 is into a 3 to 3? We can only be able to find out. Now, coming to the community votes, we'll be seeing a Union Gaming to 53%, whereas on the side of Team Mercenaries, it is 47%. So looks like our dear viewers are actually going to be favoring on the side of Team Union Gaming. So I'm really excited to see how well it's going to work out, especially Team Mercenaries. Will this be a chance of redemption? We'll only be able to find out in this specific matchup against them on map Clubhouse.
Absolutely right there, Baba. Even the community votes can't decide who's going to win between these two fantastic Tier 1 teams in the region, as they have dominated the Indian region of the South APAC Rainbow Six Siege Pro scene. We're already here in the band phase of the map. Of course, is an old faithful Clubhouse is in play, as the Montaigne has been banned off the bat. No real surprises right there. Montaigne plays are, of course, pretty scary to go up against, and that's why he's going to be banned right off the bat as the second attacker to be banned. This one from Mercenaries is going to be the Thatcher. Again, no surprises right there. Thatcher, we see him banned quite a lot when it comes to most matches in general, but when it comes to Clubhouse, Thatcher has that extra special ban, right? Because pretty much every single match he's out of the equation. But the Mira is going to be banned as well. That is Mercenaries ban once again. A fairly standard ban, Mira on Clubhouse. We've seen time and time again exactly how powerful she can be on this amazing map that we have on hand, while Union Gaming will have the final defender ban on the map today, ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to be banning the Wamai. That's a big one right there. Wamai of late has been seeing a rise in ban rate in the TC League, understandably so, seeing as in tandem with Jaeger, both of them can deal a lot of damage to the attackers just by denying an extensive amount of utility. However, it's yeah, he's gonna be off the board today. That's why Wamai is off the board. That's pretty much what we get to start right there. Anyway, first round is going to be underway, and it's going to be on Basement, Church, and Arsenal right off the bat. Union Gaming wasting no time on the defense, as they'll be going to probably the most secure side of Clubhouse. Speaking of them, let's have a quick look at both of the rosters that are here in the lobby. From the side of Mercenaries, we've got Maker, Hasib, MII7, Taha, and Ninja Freak. While from the side of Union Gaming, we've got Sparkle, Poseidon, Dagger, Jittery, and EX7. And there was a 6-pick right there out of the cap can into the Jaeger from UG, bringing in the denial operator as we get to see the Jaeger is in play. That's Jittery right there, and we're going to be keeping our eyes on him and on EX7, both of whom have been very, very influential players for the side of UG. Not just in TC, mind you. We've seen them all over the place. They have been making plays happen, stunning everybody with just how influential they can be for any particular match that they happen to play against whichever team it may yet be. Not to speak ill of the other players in UG, mind you. We've got Poseidon, Sparkle, Dagger, all of them combined in the first round. There's Mercenaries who have had a back and forth gaming. So, props to them. Maker, Taha, Ninja Freak, Hasib, MI7, a fantastic roster that we have in hand. 2 sets of fantastic rosters, that is, today in match 1 of day 3 of Division 1 in Season 5. With all that being said, action phase is underway, and Foxy, the mic is yours.
We're here witnessing the APAC finals once again, as you might like to call it. Mercenaries vs Union Gaming. Clubhouse is the least expected map that I thought we'd be going to. Honestly, neither of these teams. I wouldn't really say don't really like to play Clubhouse, but it's not exactly been UG's. Yeah, UG's mojo. But then again, they've won one Clubhouse against DF during the qualifiers as well. So I wouldn't be them. A good map, a great map, in fact. And we'll be getting to see a whole lot more methodical players coming in from both the teams, keeping in mind the fact that how Clubhouse is playing. Look at that shot. Jittery, we knew he's getting it. That's why I stayed on the camp. MI7 is going to take the fall. That'll be Jaeger starting off things for the side of Union Gaming already. Very huge kill, in fact. You're not only taking out the IQ, but you're taking out MI7, a very influential player, in fact, for Mercenaries. In fact, he's the only one in the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege as well, to have the highest number of SSD1 over the highest number of VPs that he's got over the wild. So yeah, man has really been performing really. In fact, I don't really have words to explain that, but right now, with the push coming in, Tao will be down from possible C4 coming in from somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Still got a little bit of a push up. No, that'll be from the Ash. In fact, she's gonna find one. That'll be Maker. In fact, he'll find one. EX7 takes the fall. A C4 being ripped, and that'll be hurt by the Ash. Maker wants to go back and forth about this, and the C4 will not be doing any damage because Maker's at the sweet time to move back and forth about this. Obviously, with the speed, Ash works, and that's a soft fall that he can take advantage of. But he's got to be scared about this angle. He'll still win that. Dagger was not expecting that kind of aggression from Maker. We'll still be seeing a possible push-up coming in. Ninja Freak is going to get that frag, and that'll be one, but he has the push-up from Jaeger. Jaeger's going to get one frag. He'll get shut down right back in, and there'll be the kill from Ninja. It's a 3 versus 1 Poseidon in a really tough spot. In fact, he's off close to this breach that the Thermite is attempting. He's going to go for the push-up. He's going to find one, but now the call has been made, and Ninja gets finished by his own Thermite exothermic shots. That's huge. That's disrespect. And there goes another one. Poseidon's going to get that frag, and now, with that pre-fire, Maverick's position is being as well. Poseidon knows exactly what is coming to him. He knows that he has the diffuser. A nade goes out. That's just a panic nade. He's not taking care of the ADSs. But another one definitely distracts him. But Poseidon gets the clutch in for Union Gaming in the first round to start this off on the day 3 of Division 1. In fact, we knew we were going to see these kind of plays. So clutch coming in to begin things for Union Gaming, standing strong. 3. Nothing that Poseidon cannot be doing. Amazingly well. Round 2 will be underway. Let's see what we've got for ourselves as this match goes. Amazingly well played from a Union Gaming, honestly.
Absolutely right there, Foxy. Very, very well played indeed from the side of UG, especially Poseidon right towards the end. Mute the 1v3. I mean, kid, you call it a 1v3. He did get the down on the Thermite, but then Ninja Freak happened to finish himself off rather than allow Poseidon to get that kill. But, semantics aside, the down was in, so I guess you could call that a 1v3 clutch as well. And that is Dagger once again with that 6-pick, bringing in, of course, that denial. And looks like we're actually heading to gym bedroom, not CCTV, for the side of Union Gaming right now. Shots are being fired as that is, of course, to breach the wall to make sure that at least all the sound that is required does come from those reinforced walls. That's why that big wall's being opened right there. Sound transmission in the game currently, we all know what it's like. As there we go, Jittery's almost about. Oh, actually, wait a minute. That's a big drop right there. As Maker's gonna find Jittery right off the bat on the rappel on the side of the single reinforced or unreinforced in this case wall of construction. That was a huge drop right there. Jittery is gonna take the fall as Maker has made a big entry frag for the side of Mercenaries, bringing in a bit of aggression right there. As more shots are being fired, but now the side of Union Gaming stand at that one-man disadvantage. Pulse with the cardiac sensor. EX7 down below. He knows that there's somebody inside the lounge with those shots of Gunway's position as Maker's going to take a double kill, dropping Sparko. The castle is off the board. It's a 3 versus 5 right now. Union Gaming not looking too great as, Yep, that's not exactly the best position you want to be in. And there goes another double as Maker finds the triple. And there was MII7 to find the other kill. And the Kaid inside of sight will be taken off the board by Taha as well as Mercenaries are going to be taking round 2 with a flawless round for themselves. The Ash with the triple kill, finding 3 very important frags. MI7 and Ta chipping in for the team as this rendition of the South APAC Finals is definitely looking strong. It looks like we're going to be going into a little bit of an admin reels, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because we have some technical issues on the stream, and we're going to be right back on the other side, hopefully fixed, and we'll see you right there. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Mercenaries and Union Gaming here on the map of Clubhouse. We're back on the other side of the admin rehost, ladies and gents, because we had some technical issues right there. Hopefully those have been fixed for this stream for maximum entertainment value for all of our viewers at home, because we're back with the game of Mercenaries and Union Gaming, a rendition or, a rematch of the South APAC Finals right here, as Mercenaries will be looking to one-up the side of Union Gaming once again. But will UG prevail is the question we're all here to answer. We're headed back to second floor. Gym Bedroom on round 3. Mercenaries did take Gym Bedroom just now in the second round that we had pre-rehost. And of course, Union Gaming, they took round 1 off the back of a beautiful clutch by Poseidon the Mute. The 1v3 came in from him right when UG needed it the most. As right now, it is round 3 that's underway. A fantastic round that's coming up for all of us here at the TEC casting, viewing. It's going to be an interesting and very exciting game indeed. We got the Mute in play once again. Poseidon's the one with the Kaid, as Jitter is going to man the Jaeger, just like he did back in round 1. Sparko this time. He's got the Goyo, the Vulcan shields, the little bit of denial utility coming in from the side of the defense. There's going to be ADSs to protect these Vulcan shields. And this time they're going to make sure that that construction single reinforced wall that faces the outside is actually going to be reinforced off early, because that is exactly where Maker started things off in the previous round, catching Jittery by surprise and then shutting down the rest of Union Gaming not soon after. Avoiding those issues is going to be paramount for the side of UG, as they don't want to be caught off like that again. And right now, Mercenaries, they're going to know that, of course, it is like it goes right now. Excuse me. It is how this goes. You see two teams like this, which have had a storied history in the South APAC region, ladies and gentlemen, and you come around and watch a game like this, it is definitely going to be exciting to see what they do, regardless of where they face off against each other. Hard breach comes in on the CCTV area. Jittery is going to be contesting that for the time being. He's fallen back to Cash, and Mercenaries round 3 on second floor Gym Bedroom, ladies and gentlemen, and whoo! What a round coming in from the side of the attack. Mercenaries have put in 2 back-to-back rounds on second floor Gym, and we're going to be heading back to Basement Church right here, as Mercenaries are now in the early game lead on the back of the equalization we had just a couple rounds ago.
No, all right. Looks like we've had a little bit of a difficulty in sending out all of that stuff that happened in the last round to the viewers out there. Apologies for that, but now we're back here. That's what's more important. Sadly, it's just not me and the boys back here. Everybody was so excited for this match in specific. Having to witness the Mercenaries and Union Gaming showdown once again, and we were overly prepared, but just some. Not really stand at all, right? Jittery and the captain, not exactly the first time he plays Jaeger as well.
5 seconds remaining.
In fact, very well. They got Spark on the Mozzie, no surprise there. Dagger will
Attackers
be
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
TX7 will be on the pulse, we get Poseidon on the Mute as well. So most definitely we're getting to see a little more throw them off, strategize UG. Honestly, the way Mercenaries intends to play this out, they've already got themselves the round advantage at least for now. On to round 4, 2-1, not really, I wouldn't really say it's a great advantage, but it's still enough to scare off the Union Gaming to bring out the big guns, and yes they are in fact. Let's see how that turns out going ahead into this match. I got the drone was coming in, some early information that Union Gaming wants right now. They want to make sure that they have enough information to make a conversion happen, most possibly. Got Capcan roving up top as well. He's got the C4, I believe. Excuse me there. Oh, all right. The Ash is already pushed in, and that'll be the first frag for Maker. He's gonna find a site that's not exactly the right place for the mute to be on. That was a nice frag indeed for Maker. Definitely coming out alive, and bringing out the frag potential for him and his team. And EX7 doing the cardiac sensing duty, at least for now. He's not able to find anybody. Meanwhile, we're still getting the clear in coming in from Mercenaries. They're being very slow. They're being very methodical about it. Let's see how that turns out going ahead. We'll be seeing a white peek in from the Ash. Jittery pushing up slowly, steadily. He's a little scared about it. There you go. The drone is going to get spotted out because obviously Jittery happened to destroy it. Spot him out as well. Oh my, he's still intending to take this fight. Maker taking a lot of shots in back. He's going to get tagged around quite a bit. The white peak is in, and that'll be Jittery. That kill onto Maker. That's a revenge, in fact. That's a refrag they needed so direly. Not exactly the best time to do my trying to get the castle barricade open with his immediate, in fact, Ninja Freak going up. What? Jittery gets that frag somehow peeking the motorcycle. Alright, that was huge. That was huge. The main all we had is definitely unexpected, and that was something the Mercenaries were not expecting as well. And that's when Jittery decided to take advantage on the aggression from the game. Definitely something Mercenaries not even to fight against. 50 seconds left, and look at that, EX7 getting tagged on so much, so low on HP from the side of Union Gaming. They definitely have had better days. EX7 is going to get the frag onto it. 7 though, and there you go. So this is one, but just quickly enough for the side of Union Gaming to take advantage of. Ninja Freak going to see all that is left, and that EX7 getting the first frag in. He's going to get the double on that. Jittery getting the frag, in fact. And Union Gaming will be staying alive with some aggressive plays from the Capcan. And look at that, that looked like Jittery's kill, but that was the EX7. The finishing kill was indeed Jittery's. Really well done, Union Gaming, putting that round on board. Very necessary round as well. You got yourselves the advantage. 2-2 established. Round 5 will be underway. We're 1 round away from taking this post halftime. I definitely would love to see how the roll swap is going to matter for both these teams. Round 5 is here. 2 versus 2 is what we've got for ourselves. Or 2-2, excuse me, not versus. But yeah, still a close fight. That is what we're expecting. Let's see what round 5 gives us.
Round 5 is going to be underway, ladies and gentlemen. The 2-2 is in between both of these fantastic teams as we are once again heading back to second floor gym bedroom. Now, I'm not one to say the gym bedroom is a bad site, not by any regards. It's definitely a little harder than CCTV or basement church. However, excuse me right there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
to not
as they
attempt
can.
CCTV in the slightest from the side of the defensive team Union Gaming right now. Instead, going back to gym, having lost here twice is actually pretty interesting from the side of Union Gaming. They've decided to go for this site once again. And with the win under their belt, it's definitely going to give them a little bit better of a chance to win it. You know, a little bit more morale to win this site. But, you know, it's it's a pretty interesting decision coming in from this team right now. Going back to gym bedroom over and over again when CCTV on the site is still available. I'm definitely not one to say that they shouldn't. They definitely can, and the way they're trying to set up, it looks like they have an idea in mind. They just haven't been able to make the execute happen. So if the execute comes out and they manage to win gym bedroom here on round 5, then absolutely fantastic from the side of Gaming. Reloading. Meanwhile, we've got Poseidon on the Kaid using the revolver to breach the walls just a little bit. Make sure those lines of sight that they establish in the shotgun are as clean as possible. But nothing quite coming out of that just yet. We've got MI sitting here on the Capitao. He's going to be looking to make some plays happen with the Wamai ban. Of course, the Capitao can run around the map freely with zero issues whatsoever. However, he's going to have to stay alive to make himself really useful right there. Ninja Freak is going to do a hard breach onto CCTV's main wall. Haseeb's going to come in. That is the Maverick. Got to be careful of that construction wall. That is, of course, the dirt tunnel construction wall. But what he's also got to be careful of is when he goes for the Electroclaw denial, because he wants to make sure he doesn't accidentally grenade at one of his teammates. Last time it was Taha. Hopefully he can avoid that this round, ladies and gentlemen. As Maker is all the way out towards the dirt tunnel. He might be holding that down for his teammate as Haseeb. He's going to make that little circular breach to throw in his grenades. He's got to be careful of a C4. There's one for him, actually. As C4 comes out, it's not going to find anybody. No damage done either. As a flashbang goes in to try and deter. as another C4 comes out and a grenade went in as well, I believe, from the Maverick, and that has taken care of the Electric Claw. The Tide will not be able to trick this one, as the main hard breach will be done this time around from the side of the MRCZ. Drones have come in, they know where these defenders are sitting, or at least have an idea where these defenders are sitting right at this current moment. Poseidon from inside the bathroom trying to peek that freshly open breach, but EX7 is going to find out on the gym window. That's a big drop right there. The IQ with the G8A1 is off the board, as Mercenaries find themselves one man down. 4 vs 5 in the 5th round right now. If they give Gym Bedroom to the side of Union Gaming, it'll be CCTV probably for the final defensive round on UG's side. Again, unless they go to overtime. And when it comes to teams with as much history and as much story behind them, the rivalry that these two teams have, you can expect it to go overtime. And I think it would be like the standard expectation that is, yeah, it's going overtime. Meanwhile, grenades being prepared right there from the Maverick. He's going to throw it in, but there's an ADS to stop him. And there's the Kite himself from inside the bathroom to finish him off. As Parker's going to find Ninja Freak in the meanwhile. Maker has been down, leaving MI some of the last man standing. And the Goya with the runout is going to confirm, but will be refragged. Yes, he will. There's one down, but there is the Vulcan Shield and generally the Jaeger himself to find the final kill, as Union Gaming will be winning Gym Bedroom, ladies and gentlemen, giving themselves the lead over Mercenaries, taking that lead after equalizing on the previous round. They are now 3-2 up, going on to round 6, the last round before role swap, and this time they will be heading to second for CCTV.
Definitely quite the play we're going to see from both these teams, and what really stands out is UG bringing out that kind of aggression once again. You know, they're using their passive-aggressive strategy. It's working out for them. It's working out really well. They've been allowed a whole lot of freedom from their players, in fact, teammates. We don't get to see a huge emphasis on somebody happening to completely roam, you know, on the other end of the map completely. You know, just solo making plays. We get to see a whole lot of that, but we'll be seeing that at least for now. There's going to be Union Gaming bring out a whole lot of that once again. They got themselves a 3-2 advantage, but will they be able to convert round 6 into a 4-2 or not is the real question, because you want to bring out the big guns. You want to make sure that, yeah, that kind of advantage walking into a defender favored map when you have to come in with a role swap. You would want to go in on the side of attackers with maximum advantage on your plate. And on the other end as well, Mercenaries definitely, they are the ones who obviously have to work around this as well. That, alright, you want to put maximum rounds on board when you happen to be on attack. It's going to be all the while more better for us when we happen to move on defense. I wouldn't really bank too much on that. Honestly, not really a reliable outlook of things, but then again, that's how the game works. So yeah, going ahead, let's see what we've got for us. Taha going to make his way in. We've got the Jaeger. He's a little scared, Jimmy, but no action now. He's picked up a fight. He's going to tag along the Maverick quite a bit. Steve takes a whole lot of damage from the carbine. That's why you got to be careful with that gun in the right hand. So much more damage. Despite the nerf, looks like that just hasn't affected Jaeger and our Jaeger mates. We're seeing the breach coming in from the side of CB. Is going to be making sure that he gets the drone works in first. In fact, does not want to overcome it on this. He's got Ninja Freak for the breach as well, and there you go. Thomas going to be doing that perfectly well. Got the one actually being on the side of Poseidon. In fact, he's making sure that he gets that all nice and easy. Got the push up in from the side of the drones as well, and look at that. A great emphasis, but already again the Ashen standing up for his team. Mercenaries is going to get the first drag in, and that'll be X7 taking the fall. Your Valkyrie's off the board, but she's already done her duty. Honestly, you got the wildcams to relay information. You've got a little bit of a time wasted, but not enough though. Honestly, not enough. But that's more than enough done already. EX7 though, there'll be a certain amount of frag potential that lacking as well, something that Mercenaries can definitely take advantage of, but no, they get shut down, and that'll be Maker once again. The revenge kill comes in. Spark is gonna make sure that the refrag is here. He's gonna get the Ash, really important kill. That's exactly why he was opening the angles that we didn't get to see before. Let's see if we're able to see more of that. Not going ahead into this match, because Jiffy is still in on Raptors all by himself. He's looking comfortable in this position as well. Honestly, he's really having the best time of the day. Poseidon, he's being pushed and that's why he's got to go back. There'll still be a push-up that we're expecting. A CB is going to get a frag with Jittery. There's a shotgun, Dagger takes that one, but he gets refragged right back in. And there's another Sparko takes the call. The push-up isn't from onto side, and that'll be the cleaner promotion. He's like talking about. You want to bring out the frag potential, you want to bring out a frag frenzy. You want to make sure that you bring maximum gunplay when you have that kind of advantage established for you. You will be bringing exactly that on the table, and that'll be the round for Mercenaries. And we'll be walking into round 7 with the equalizer on board. 3-3 is the scoreline, and I'd love to take a quick look at the scoreboard right now. Obviously, with the Rios coming in, we've got Maker on 6 frags, MI7 on 5 for himself, Jittery and Sparko, we got them on 5, 4, and then EX7 on 3. Not exactly the best day for EX7 today. He's not been doing his frag duty, but I would say the same for the side of Mercenaries as well. MI7, as always, been performing really well in the numbers as well. Definitely a whole lot, but this is obviously the score after the Rio. So yeah, then again, coming back to round 7, we've got the role swap in. Mercenaries will now get defense. They can take maximum advantage of the situation that they're put in. Will that be a fight that EG will be able to stop, or will they be taking things into their own hand? Will they be attacking Mercenaries on a terms that they don't even know? Well, let's find that out. Round 7, Blackjack.
Bomb located by attackers.
Thank you for that, Foxy. The lead into round 7 roll swap this second half of this game, as we've got the clash coming in immediately from Ninja Freak. No surprises right there. We've seen some fantastic clash plays from the man and from MRCZ in general. That we're looking to take advantage of the shield on defense. Wasn't able to take advantage of the Monty on offense. Of course, the Montaigne is banned along with Thatcher, Mira, and Wamai. And definitely across this game that we've had so far, the Wamai ban has it's been showing. It's been showing in the way that the defenders are set up. They can't really do the same like heavy denial on one particular area that they could otherwise have done, because you can maximum put down 3 ADSs. Now that's 6 flashbangs, 2 operators worth of flashbangs right there. That's a lot of utility, don't get me wrong. But similarly enough, you just have the Capital running around all over the map. This time it's Sparko from the side of Mercenaries. They were also playing a Capital throughout the attacking rounds. And you can just have a Capital with the fireballs, the smoke bolts, just whiz past all of the Jaeger ADSs and make a statement that, hey, you have the Jaeger, doesn't matter, I've got Capital, and your Jaeger ADSs have been rendered useless. Of course, that's just one situation where the Jaeger unfortunately finds himself at a loss of utility against one attacker. Every other piece of projectile utility that the attackers can throw at them, yep, he can counter it. Of course, other than Hibana's Heart Breach Excaris pellets. Heart Breach is in onto CCTV's main wall, but the attackers have cleared out nice and quickly. Union Gaming getting that done. Poseidon's going to be droning in for the rest of the team. Taha, in the meanwhile, holding on the side of Catwalk. He's got to be careful on where he makes his presence known. He's got to stay a little down low for the time being. He will be doing that, but a fight might come in any second now from Poseidon on the main breach. Taha's peeking the CCTV window. There's does he see the Maverick? I don't think he has the angle to actually see the Maverick, but the Maverick sees him for sure, as Jittery will take that kill. Taha drops early, and that's the Jaeger off the board. Early, not in the round, ladies and gentlemen. Early in the execution from Union Gaming. As now, Hasibu is going to make a little bit of a line of sight from Cash to CCTV to try and deny the plan. He is, of course, the Smoker's Maker's taken, Ninja Freak has taken some damage. That's a grenade that came in. And he's got to be careful of other grenades. He will be, as unfortunately, Jittery's second grenade could not catch where Ninja Freak was playing. But he might just find Maker, as MI7's going to find Sparko in the meanwhile. Jittery, he's very close to the mute, but does he know? Not quite. He will still see him, as Maker apparently didn't know where Jittery was playing, as that's a big drop right there. The mute is off the board. That's a C4 that they could have otherwise used, but they have another one in MI7's pocket. The Goyo's pushing up onto Bar. He's got to be careful because there's still a couple of attackers pushing Garage who could easily come into Lounge and make life hell for him. Hasib's taking a bit of damage. That's from the push of up the Garage Catwalk area, mind you, as the side push is slowly going to come in from the side of Union Gaming, but there's smoke canisters to deny them entry, or at the very least delay them for the time being. The X7 is going to come in. He sees the clash. Does he see what the smoke's playing? He does not. He's going to put up a grenade just to close off the push from the side of the main hallway. Jittery's
seconds
in.
remaining.
He's gonna have to go for the plan any second now. He will be doing that. Ninja Freak knows where he is. Hasib's gonna come in. Will he be able to deny? Yes, he will. That's the diffuser drop right there. No cover from the side of UG. As MI7 will blow him up, but they will be the ones to win. Oh, for a quick second, it looked like the side of Union Gaming might be able to pull it off in the kill feed. However, they just weren't able to, as Mercenaries with the diffuser denial managed to hold on to the site of second floor CCTV, ladies and gentlemen, and that gives them the advantage back as they win round 7, and the back and forth has been established between both of these teams. Round 8 is underway, and we are going to be heading to Basement Church and Arsenal right here from the side of Mercenaries defense. All right, round 8 is in play. Basement Church is going to be in play as well. With, of course, the Kaid. Actually, now that I look at it, the Kaid is not in play from the side of the defense. They've got the Goyo. The Echo is in. Hasib playing that denial operator right there. Plant denial, area denial, you name it, Echo can do it for you. Along with, of course, intel gathering and just in general disorienting the operators, the attackers that is, while helping his team maintain control over the map and a large portion of the map that is. His double yokai drone can be a menace to any attacking team, and he's going to be using that to his to the maximum of its utility in this round. Once again, we've got the Capital this time from Sparko and the Mavericks from Jittery. They are, anticipating the Kite just a little bit, but they won't have to as the Kite is not in play today. At least in this round. I mean, Kaid isn't banned or anything. He's just not in play right now. Ninja Freak is going to set up a shield on the main basement hallway. And that's just a regular deployable shield, not a Vulcan one, so he doesn't have to worry about it spreading any sort of fire when it gets blown up. There's another shield inside of the tunnel, the dirt tunnel that is. Maker's probably going to hold this, not quite, but he is watching for the breach that just happened. Poseidon was one to get that done. But there's smoke. Ninja Freak is going to be calling for Maker to fall back, and the Jaeger should any second now. Meanwhile, Dagger, the Hibana, is going to get another bit of hard breaching done. That's the hatches on blue. That is off the board for the side of Mercenaries' defense. Another one's going to be blown open. That is the hatch on Memorial. And of course, there's one final hatch that Dagger has to take care of. That is the kitchen hatch, leaving Poseidon with his last exothermic charge to take care of the main church wall. Dagger's going to be going for the upside down rappel as he does, as your Hibana players do generally when it comes to the kitchen hatch breach. There's no impact grenade operators close by. As there we go, the hard breaches are being done. Union Gaming nice and quick about that, efficiently getting it done, allowing themselves to set up for as the side push. And that's a smart claymore right there, making sure that the garage ladder is not in play. The oil pit ladder, that is, as now vertical lines side are going to be opened from the side of the attack. And there's one as a C4 is going to be wasted on that claymore. Oh boy, they desperately want that flank to happen, at least Taha does. He's had the Goyo use up his C4. No, Sparko himself is going to be going on that flank. The Goyo with the Vector, he's going to try to make some plays happen. He's ran out and trying to get into kitchen, but that's a big run out right there. Will he be found? Where's he going? He's gone all the way to...
Attackers dropped the
Oh, never mind. That's Capital. I just realized. You know what? Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I thought that was... the Goyo, their marks look pretty similar, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize heavily. But Dagger's actually going to fight Taha in the meanwhile. That was a big rotate right there that the Capital just made, and I was so transfixed on the Goyo, ladies and gentlemen, that, yeah, I had myself confused for a quick second. Anyway, Ninja Freak in the meanwhile, he's got the shotgun out. He's going to see the cap, the real cap this time, and he's going to shotgun him to the face. There goes Sparko off the board, as the Ninja Freak will take that kill, but Poseidon's already on the plan. Hello, he's inside his sight, and the Echo drone came in way too late as the X7 will come in for cover. He's gonna find one. Will he find two? Yes, he will. The triple kill comes in from the Thatcher, the Sledge that is, excuse me, as Hasib is the last man standing suddenly in a 1 versus 4. And he will drop inside of the main hallway. Poseidon's gonna take that kill as the side of Union Gaming are gonna give themselves round 8. Ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to put the equalizer in once again between both of these teams. They have held it down nice and quickly, and round 9 is going to be underway, meaning that it's a 4-4 situation.
Well, interesting 4-4 situation indeed. What a play is coming in on the side of Poseidon as he successfully plants the site on default. Even though Poseidon did had a little bit of problem seeing that the Echo drone, in which it was basically it was invincible and he couldn't be able to take it out, but we'll see. I let's hope that it doesn't persist in the next match as well, as we're going to be proceeding to round 9, and the site is going to be on Basement Church. Now
Attackers need to
Pramod,
locate
when I
and
actually
defuse
saw
bombs.
you thinking that Goyo was actually going for a big run out from the service entrance to the tunnel, I was actually more excited, to be quite frank with you, Jack. Even I actually kind of saw Sparko running from the service entrance to the tunnel. I was like so excited. That is like one of the most biggest rumors, like the biggest run out I've ever seen. Then after you just realized, oh wait, that's Sparko,
Yep.
the
Yep.
Capitao. So
I
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, to be quite frank, I was actually with you, Jack. I was actually like, oh, this is actually really great. Then afterwards, when you actually see the arrow and the fire, both of them
And
has its own
yeah,
difference. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
what actually got me really hooked on that idea was the fact that we saw the Goyo use a C4 to take out that Claymore, right? And then the next time we look back at Oil Pit, there's somebody with a green icon just running all across the map. I thought that was the Goyo, but turns out my eyes deceived me.
Well, it deceived my eyes too. Well, as we're going to be proceeding to round 9 Basement Church, we're going to be seeing one of the aromas on the side of Taha. He's performing really well with getting those important kills indeed. We're going to be seeing Poseidon using his exothermic charges to open up the dirt tunnel. Shouldn't be a lot of problems. The only problem is that there's a deployable shield with the name Ninju written on it. With that heavily devastating shotgun, as Maker is going to be finding one of those important kills. Sparko is down for the count, and that would be the Capitao. No more of those bolts being in play. As for the Jaeger's ADSs, it would provide a lot of opportunities for them to hold on the side without having any problems dealing with the Capitao. Now that is actually a huge kill. They won't be able to contest on the side of the dirt tunnel nor on the side of any deployable shields being used, as EX7 taking out Taha. That is an important kill indeed. A rumor on the side of Team Mercenaries is down, which would leave them gain access on the side of Central Hallway and on the side of Kitchen, giving them a vertical lines of sight, and they're just holding an angles indeed. MI7, that is a nice headshot there, eliminating Jittery on the side of the garage, making them a man disadvantage on the side of Team Union Gaming. Looks like EX7 is also down indeed. Where did that come from? Looks like that was a wall bang coming in on the side of Maker. He is making a lot of plays on the side of Team Mercenaries. A double kill for Maker, but he's going to be traded out yet again from Dagger himself. As currently on the side of Team Union Gaming, there's only 2 hard breaches left. They have the capabilities of opening up any reinforcement hatches, not on the walls, but they don't have any utilities to at least take out the electro claws of the MI7, who's playing as the Kaid. So he really needs to be careful on what kind of plays that they need to be making, knowing for the fact that they only have 54 seconds left, and using one of those Excaro spells to open up on the walls of Kitchen. Will it be tricked? That is one question, and looks like it won't be able to trick it indeed, leaving Kitchen hatches opened for on the side of Team Union Gaming. As there's only 2 players remaining, one Ninja Freak holding on the side of the dirt tunnel. All he has to do is when that execution comes in, he needs to be near on the dirt tunnel, in which he's actually prepping for it right now. And it's just a wait and match on the side of Team Mercenaries, waiting for that right timing for Union Gaming to jump out of the hatch and get picked off really easily. The tag comes in as the defender's guard eventually gets taken out, revealing the location of both the Poseidon and the Dagger, as we're going to be seeing the execution coming in. Dagger pushing in, the smoke canisters will not be in effect as Poseidon takes out Ninja Freak. They still need to find 2 more. The blue Kaid is also down indeed, which leads to Hasib all by himself. But where is he though? He's actually being on the side of the hallway. He actually takes out 1. He actually takes out 2. Hasib with the plays, getting those 2 important kills, protecting their bombs on round 9 as they will win on Basement Church against Team Union Gaming. And my god, was that a trigger discipline coming in on the side of Hasib, waiting for that right moment And just like that, we're going to be seeing Mercenaries gaining that opportunity against Union Gaming as they'll be winning round 9 as we're going to be proceeding to round 10 indeed. Wow, that was intense indeed.
Oh, indeed it was, Baba. The Echo just hiding behind the boxes inside a basement church, biding his time. No drones to his name as the plant was going off right next to him. And as soon as the kite went down, he made his move. He knew both of them were in there, but they didn't know, Union Gaming that is, where the Japanese defender was sitting. Comes out and shoots both of them in the head, taking the round for his team. Fantastically done right there from the side of Mercenaries as that 1v2. Oh, that's definitely a contender for highlight of the week, ladies and gentlemen. As of course, this match ain't over just yet. 5-4 is the scoreline. Mercenaries are on round 10, and they are on one round to match, well, to get to match point, that is. They're one round away from getting that big advantage, that big pressure point in any game of Rainbow Six Siege, which is the match point confirmed. Because once they do, Union Gaming will be feeling a lot of pressure right now. That pressure, ooh, that pressure is hard to go up against the match point. But given that these two teams have gone up against each other so many times, especially in recent memory, they will know exactly what the other is trying to do right now, and they're going to be looking to play counters against that. And it's going to be a game of counters right now between both of these teams. At least for the most part, there's going to be a lot of fragging, a lot of aggression coming in from both these teams. As Poseidon, he's just waiting to see if an Electroclaw gets deployed, but I don't think it'll be any second now. Both of them have been used to a side of the garage walls. And Jittery is trying to find some bandit batteries, maybe, but there is no bandit in play. It's only Kaid, which means Poseidon will be able to get the main breach done nice and quickly. Kaboom goes the Thermite's exothermic charge, and he's going to get that done nice and quickly for his team. As slowly but surely, Union Gaming are setting up on a big side push once again. They did attempt it back on round 7. It didn't quite work out. However, right now on round 10, it definitely could if they just make sure that the end of the round goes a lot better for them. Shots are being traded all over the place as the Capitao is taking a bit of damage. So has Taha right there, the mute. Sparko and Taha probably got into a bit of a... no, Taha got into a different scuffle. But regardless, Capitao is just shooting towards the site and took a bit of damage in the return fire from that opening, that line of sight that's there on the construction wall. Union Gaming busy positioning themselves, gaining all the intel that they need. Ninja is hiding his drone, but there's a Jaeger on the garage window. Nearly found the head of the Thermite out there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it in time. MI7 taking the damage as well, but no, Tao's going to find Jittery. In the meanwhile, a gas canister goes out to deny the entryway from the side of construction. Will the mute go down? Yes, he will. The refrag is in from EX7, giving the man count equalizer to the side of Union Gaming. 4 versus 4 in no one's favor as we're at the 60-second mark. Right now, Union Gaming, they've got to make this push happen because Mercenaries, they are not going to leave sight no matter what. They'll be staying in there to deny the side of UG this play. As the only other C4 that they have, of course, that is MRCZ, is MII7. He's instead trying to fight the Hibana, but Dagger, he's managed to avoid getting taken off the board. The C4 does get thrown off, but it's not going to find anybody for the time being as a high breach has been done on the construction single wall. Ecotron goes up, sees that there's nobody there. The side of Union Gaming have repositioned to make the push in through construction. At least that's what they're trying to do. Fireballs are coming out from the Capitao. There's somebody on the CC door facing Cash. There's somebody on a shield behind everything, but no, Poseidon's going to find Ninja Freak. Hasib, he's inside of the smoke. Can he come in? Can he do that? He's going to see if he's going to take the kill, and he gets back on behind the table. Shotguns out as the Kaid finds one more. EX7's got to do everything in his power to shut down these last two defenders. He finds one. He does not know where the mute is. He's gone out to CCTV. That's not where he's sitting. And Mercenaries will win round 10 as the smoke. He did what we didn't think he'd be able to do, sat in the smoke, came through a denied diffuser, and shut down the push coming in from the side of Union Gaming as round 10 goes to the side of Mercenaries, giving them the 6-4 match point. That's right, they are one round away from winning it all right now, while Union Gaming have to win 2 back-to-back rounds to equalize against the side of Mercenaries.
Oh boy, that was one hell of a clutch coming in from MRCC. Got to give it to Asim though. That blink from the smoke, coming in through the smoke, getting that first frag in with the SMG11, the trigger discipline, waiting, patient, making sure that Sparko waits, does not spot him on, goes to the plan, distracted enough to take a possible frag off while he's busy defusing. But no, Sparko knew there's somebody right there. Got off the plant the moment he tried to
Attackers need
initiate
to
the
locate and
animation.
defuse as many bombs as they
Asim gets
can.
that kill, turns around, flips on the shotgun, and shotgun to the face. That was a good fight. Union Gaming definitely not even to stand up to what Mercenaries brought for themselves that round. 6-4, they'll be taking match point. A very nice performance we're getting to see from Mercenaries. Let's see who happens to take Clubhouse. Though more importantly, I really want to bring out this very important note for you all. So far, until season 4, this is season 5, but until season 4, we had
10 seconds to go.
Union Gaming sit on 26 out of 28 win-loss ratio in the entirety of the league. That's 4 seasons. That's 4 whole
Attackers
seasons.
are moving out to
That's
locate a
huge.
bomb and defuse it.
You winning at that percentage, I would say that's a little too huge. But right now, season 5 has not exactly been treating them correctly. Monster has been treating them on the first day. And now they sit, Union Gaming sits. That's right, people. Hear me out very carefully for this one. Union Gaming sits on the 8th spot, on the 7th spot, excuse me. On the 7th spot.
Attackers have
That is
located a bomb.
the second last spot in the league table right now. The top 3 are Monka S, Kira Esports, and Mercenaries. Union Gaming definitely not looking like they can still snatch away their undefeated champion glory that they have for themselves for 4 seasons straight. Definitely nobody can take that though, but definitely would have added a few more stars to it if you'd have gotten all of that done. But meanwhile, as I was you did see so many kills go out on the side of Union Gaming. You see Sparko, G20, X7 already drop, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. They got Mercenaries who brought out the aggression, got these kills done, and I just realized I'm never all tabbing again, ever. But yeah, coming back to Ninja Freak, he's playing awfully good. The skill of aggression, but he'll be met by aggression himself. Poseidon's got to get that frag in. Might as well be a 2 versus 5. You might see come out from Union Gaming, but it doesn't exactly look like it. Let's see if we're still going to get that coming
A bomb
in.
has been located.
Asib on the Maestro, he's just going to try get on and off of his count. He's got the Ultra, definitely a gun you want to be having and picking these gunfights. A nice angle for himself as well, but I'm seeing Dagger go for a quick rotate. It's going to be the Hibana. There you go, Dagger's going to get the down, and that's going to be down. It's going to take sweet time and get that frag, but there's a refrag right back in from Mercenaries. That was quick and that was necessary. MI7 is going to get that frag. Poseidon now stuck at a 1 versus 3. He's got to find the Maestro, but he will be able to. The Maestro's going to spot him, but Poseidon wins that fight, and there's a frag from the Jaeger anyway. Mercenaries will be winning against Union Gaming. Quite the turnaround thing. With that being said, we'll be seeing Mercenaries put themselves up on such a good spot. They'll be sitting for themselves on the 2nd spot in the entire division, as Union Gaming will be kicked down further onto the 7th spot and maybe onto the 8th as well. Depends on how V5 plays today, but what a definitive win for Mercenaries. Definitely something they'll be celebrating. Union Gaming, not exactly the best season for them this time, and a very, very different turn of events we got to see today. Honestly, I'm not saying that Mercenaries couldn't have defeated Union Gaming. What I'm trying to say is that Union Gaming at this point, they've gone from being the champion in the division for 4 seasons straight to being on the bottom of the table.
That's
Let
a
that
big
sink in
drop.
for a moment. Exactly. Let that sink in for a moment for everybody out there. That's huge. Being the top champion, that means not Div 3, not in Div 2, not in Div, but in Div 1, as the best of the best, the top tier stuff. You happen to be the champion at that for 4 seasons straight, just gonna magically happen to lose the mojo in 5th season. Maybe that's what is the case. Maybe Union Gaming just not prepared enough for this one. Division 1, the right now is being rooked by Monka S, and definitely will be getting to see more from them later on. But right now, that being said, coming back to Baba Gusta, how do you think that match went? What are some ups and downs that we maybe happen to miss? That being said, meanwhile, while we do get engaged with what Baba Gusta has to say, though, I'd like to remind everybody out that we've got Level 2 Esports versus Tian and Valiance coming up in just a moment. So don't go anywhere, guys. And Baba, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Jack. And looking by this matchup on Union Gaming versus Mercenaries, I remembered a line what the great G2 player Fabien once says: "No matter how great you are on any game, you would actually fall down. No matter how great of a plays or great of a mechanic you have, each and every time you get those 3 wins or 4 wins." Flawlessly, you won't be able, like, there is always that one place where you will always fail, but it's not about failing, it's about know that you failed and also try to make sure you won't make that mistake again. And that's why Fabian is known to be the greatest player of them all, judging by how the plays on the side of Union Gaming work out. Especially, I just wanted to go back and check about the community vote outs. 63% voted that Union Gaming was going to win against Team Mercenaries, and my boy, it is actually a huge upset that we're going to be seeing Mercenaries snatching that win against Union Gaming on map Clubhouse with around 2 plays on defense, especially Hasib stealing those matches away from Team Union Gaming. We actually did see it on round 10 playing as the Echo, getting those 2 important kills with such great trigger discipline, and also on round no, it was actually round 9 and round 10 again. We actually did see him concealing in the smoke, getting those 2 important kills, giving them the need for giving them the win on the side of Mercenaries. And my God, they were actually quite on form here. Maker with the plays, Jittery. We actually did see quite a lot of plays coming in on the side of Jittery and EX7, but it wasn't quite good enough. Each and every time you see an early flag coming in on the side of Union Gaming, especially on the side of attack, Mercenaries would actually find a way to immediately counter it with an immediate instant frag coming in. That's how excellent Team Mercenaries was playing. And on the side of Union Gaming, yes, they had a lot of problems dealing with it. On the first round itself, we actually did see Poseidon clutching all by himself in a 1v3 situation, SMG 11 in hand, holding all by himself. That was a really great place coming in. And also, it doesn't mean that Mercenaries did made a lot of great plays. They actually did made a mistake indeed, especially on round 3, where Hasib didn't actually quite get those 2 nades when he was throwing on the side of Jacuzzi. That was, oh my God, that was like the biggest oof that you could be able to see. TKing his own teammate, and also he didn't actually take out the necessary gadget indeed. But here's the fun fact: even though with the two unwanted man disadvantage coming on the side of Team Mercenaries, they somehow won on that specific round, which was absolutely, Team Mercenary, they were just cool, calm, and collected. That's how dedicated and that's how confident Mercenaries was. They were like, even though we had this 2 man count out, even though we knew we made those mistakes, they actually made them come back up. And that's why Team Mercenaries are, one of the most greatest teams that we're going to be able to witness in the history of TEC Rainbow Six Siege. Absolutely wonderful plays coming in on the side of Team Mercenaries. And just like Foxy was saying, even though that they were so undefeated since season 4, looks like that time has eventually has come to an end on season 5. But let's hope on the next match we'll be able to see something great. But on the other hand, on the end, a huge win for Mercenaries. Congratulations to them, and we'll see how well it's going to be turning out in the next match, Jack.
Absolutely right there, Baba. Union Gaming looks like have hit their limit in the league. They have had a great run in these last 4 seasons. Unfortunately, in this season, season 5, they have not been having a great time at all. As right now, they have lost to Mercenaries. That's their second loss in the season. As we are going to be taking a quick break before coming back with the second game today, ladies and gentlemen. Level 0 Esports versus Valiance. TRN8 Valiance, that is. The new and rising team right here. Valiance have impressed us quite a bit this season in Division 1, but we have yet to see more of them, and we will be seeing more of them in just a short while. Stay tuned.
What's up, guys? Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Ultragear gaming monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
What's up, guys? Captain Arya from the Esports Club here.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games the Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host co-host Simon Foxy and our analyst Baba Gusta, as we are here for the second game of the day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of Rainbow Six Siege action coming your way. As right now, it is TRN8 Valiance versus Level 0 Esports on the second match of the day. It's a huge game coming up, but a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram, and the link down in the description below to enter yourselves into a giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC. There's only 500 of these across the world, and if you want to have one for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description below for the details on how to enter yourselves into this giveaway. With all that being said, it is a big game coming up right now. Level 0 Esports versus TRN8 Valiance, and why this is a big game is because Valiance, they have impressed us quite a bit this season, coming from Division 3 in Season 3 to Division 2 in Season 4, and now Division 1 in Season 5. And not only Division 1, they are, as of the standings of last week, the end of last week that is, they were on 4th position, having won a game and lost one, respectively. They won against, right there. I believe they beat Virtual 5 Esports in the last match that they had, and then of course they were defeated by Union Gaming 8-7 on maximum overtime. That was a little bit of a heartbreaking defeat for them right there, but it was a valiant effort, shall I say, pun intended, on that match, while the side of Level 0 Esports are all the way down at 6th spot. They've had a little bit of an unfortunate run, barely avoiding the relegation to a lower division in the last season, and now they're here 1-1 themselves. However, their round conversion has not quite been up to mark, and as of the last week's standings right there, I don't know why my brain blanked for a quick second, but as of the standings last week, they were on 6th position. That is of course bound to change as we are here for this game on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky, ladies and gentlemen, but more on that from our analyst Baba Gusta. Baba, the mic is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Jack, for the introduction of both of these teams, and you're actually quite right about it. Level 0 Esports, according to the statistics-wise, 1-1, but we can actually be saying the same thing to TRN Valiance indeed. Great performance from them, winning against Virtual 5 Esports, 5-7 on Clubhouse, and maximum overtime against Union Gaming. Unfortunately, that match for TRN Valiance was unsuccessful, 8-7. A sheer display of commitment that these guys have shown. Coming back to Level 0 Esports, not off to a great start, lacking a bit of teamwork coordination of Map Villa against Kira, in which they've only won one round on the attack, I believe. They've but I believe that they're prepared this time. A tremendous performance from Roximo and Slayer in the second matchup against Virtual 5 Esports. It was 7-3 against on map Coastline, and let's hope that they give a remarkable matchup against TR and Valiant. So coming up to the community votes, it is quite interesting to see that the viewers still favor on the side of Level 0 Esports 58%, whereas on the side of TR and 8 Valiants, it is around 42. So I'm really excited to see how well it's going to go down, and that map is going to be on Cafe Dostoyevsky.
Thank you for that beautiful analysis of the game that we have on hand, Baba. As the ban phase, of course, is already underway and pretty much done and dusted, as the Montaigne, Thatcher, and Valkyrie have been banned live on our screens right now. Fairly standard when it comes to Cafe, no surprises whatsoever. However, Slayer has unfortunately had a bit of a disconnect. Level 0 are going to be banning Maestro to finish off the ban phase right there, taking out the Italian anchor from the game, at least this game that is. And yeah, Maestro's going to have to sit this one out, unfortunately, as is Thatcher, Montaigne, and Valkyrie. And right now, we're going to be heading into round 1, potentially in a 4 versus 5 situation for the side of Level 0. They haven't asked for rehos just yet, and that disconnect from Slayer might just cost them pretty heavily if he isn't able to reconnect here in the lobby. Third floor bar is the site of choice, and we're in the 6-pick phase right now. Speaking of which, let's have a quick look at both of the rosters here from the teams. We've got Archangel, Kingslayer, that is, Dipjol, Sadfruit, and Poison from the side of Tiana Valiance, and from the side of Level 0, we've got Invincible, Roximo Killer, Mighty, Basilisk, and we had Slayer until he had to have a little bit of a disconnect. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Round 1 will be underway after the couple of 6 picks have been decided on. And oh boy, it's going to be a very exciting game as we start out on third floor bar. Wouldn't you agree, Foxy?
I agree with you that on that 100%. In fact, Cafe will be the map. I'm very excited to see how this pans out, because we've got the side of LGD Esports starting off on defense, and I've seen some amazing plays, in fact, from Slayer himself come out on a map like this. Let's see what we've got this time around with obviously the new revamp Level 0 roster. Roximo Killer, Basilisk as well. And definitely I'll be expecting a whole lot from them, but not a whole lot, because now that they've lost the player
10
already,
seconds to go.
wouldn't really, would not really like to put them on the spot. But then again,
5 seconds remain.
it does come down to multiple things. Let's see what these teams have presented.
Attackers
So they
objective is to
definitely gear
locate a
up for the
bomb
show.
and defuse it.
Let's see if Valiance is able to keep their efforts weighted. While Level 0 Esports, though, are taking a look at the standings as well. They're not exactly having a great time. Better than Union Gaming for sure. They happen to sit on the 5th spot, 6th spot, excuse me. That the 5th spot is taken by Demon's Force. But yeah, coming back to what I was saying, got ourselves a nice situation here. Basilisk will be playing the Clash. We've got the attack coming in from the side of Valiance as well. Archangel on the sledge. Very standard stuff that we get to see. Kingslayer on the Ash. Dipjo as well as the Jackal, very interestingly. So Jackal will not be banned, and that's why it'll be brought out. Good pick in terms of how you want to shut down the aggression from Level 0 Esports.
Attackers have located
Trying to
a bomb.
pinpoint them, trying to just create a box of death. So meanwhile has returned. That means he'll be up and running in the next round. But for now, it'll be Poison running the IQ, the RED scanner. So much information trade-off happening right now. It'll be Mighty playing awfully close in that closet. In fact, he's got himself positioned up in the cigar shop. Any moment now, he gets aggressive. He might be able to find a flag if Valiance did not happen to flush him out correctly. However, Mighty did manage to pull back, but not a whole lot. He's still got the Clash for insurance. He's making sure that he's banking on her trust. In fact, so much utility coming in from the side of the attack. In fact, the ADSs are thrown in, side of cigar launches and whatnot. Making sure the Montages are taken care of, but Mighty's still staying strong. He's just going to keep going back and forth unless somebody does something about it. And that's just not been the case for Valiance. In fact, they want to be very careful in terms of how they want to approach this. The push-up will be happening for Archangel. There you go, the bar being broken, everything right into place with still Mighty pushing up aggressive. This is exactly what I was talking about. If he finds this will be huge. He's going to find the Jackal. Has to go wide. No, that swing is not enough. Yes, it is. Mighty's going to get the double kill, and that's the Archangel and the Judge. Both of them taking the fall for it. This is exactly the play I was talking about. Leaving Mighty unchecked will result in something exactly like this. Valiance finding themselves in a huge disadvantage right now. 3 versus 4 without map control and only 50 seconds left to make something happen. It's going to come down to a clutch frenzy for the side of Valiant. Hibana did get spotted by the clash, and that means the push-up will get spotted, but no. Sadford will still be able to get that first kill on board for himself. Does find Mighty a very important frag indeed. Definitely shutting down the momentum that Level 0 Esports had gained on the back of the Legion. We'll still be seeing a 3 vs 3 established. The push-up will be coming in any moment now as Archangel happens to claim something about the Jaeger's outfit. Not really sure we'll be taking a look at that if Mr. Reborn could give us a quick look at that ourselves. There we go. The top few works out. There you go.
Seconds remaining.
It's just gonna alter for the match. Anyways, something off we were not expecting, but anyways, here is gonna get the frag onto Kings. That's a 2 vs 2. The push-up will be happening on the white stage. That's when the diffusers drop. They've got to be aggressive on this. The Clash and the Bandit cannot retrieve the diffuser in time, and that will be the play for Level 0 Esports. They'll be getting the round 1 on board as they protected the bonds. They stayed on the side for the while.
Round 2 is going to be underway. 0-1 is the scoreline, as unfortunately Valiants, even with the disconnect coming in from Slayer of Level 0, that is, could not take advantage of the situation at hand. And there we go. That's Roximo Killer back in the lobby. He's been given the Mira on the random pick. He could probably 6th pick out of that operator. Speaking of which, actually, I just realized Mira is in play, or could be in play from either of these teams in Cafe. You don't normally get to see that, but he's going to 6th pick out into the visual, bringing an operator more suited for the site that they're going for. I guess that's what Level 0 is going for the time being. First floor kitchen is the site of choice.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
There we go.
bombs.
Prep phase is underway. As of Valiants, they're going to be looking to make sure that they get this first round on board for themselves. But nothing big coming in just yet. Of course, it's just been a 1 round. As we're just going to make sure that TRN8 is... of course, the admins are going to make sure that TRN8 are okay with this. No, looks like there will in fact be an admin Rios called from, well, our admins obviously. As we will be right back on the other side, and hopefully there shouldn't be any more issues right now. And yeah, we'll be right back on the other side of the Rios. Everybody stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between TRN8 Valiance and Level 0 Esports on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. We're back from the admin rehost with a little bit of news. That is, we are starting from round 1. Unfortunately, the first round had to be cancelled because of the uniform and the headgear that the side of Level 0 had on the Jaeger. That was a little unfortunate right there, as that, of course, was Roximo Killer. So we will be going back to third floor bar and cocktail lounge on round 1. An unfortunate turn of events, but hopefully there won't be any more issues coming in on the rest of this game. The bans, of course, remain the same. Thatcher, Montaigne, Maestro, and the Valkyrie set of bans when it comes to the side of on the side of Cafe Dostoevsky. The only big difference right now, we're going to have a repeat of round 1. That's going to afford the side of Valiance to amend on their mistakes right here, right now, as they'll be looking to not have those issues that they did in the previous round. Round 1 is underway, right there. We're in the prep phase, of course, as it stands, and it's going to be a pretty exciting game that we have coming ahead of us. The standard setup comes out from Level 0 Esports, nothing too big right now. We've got the Clash, however, from iBasilisk, bringing in the British Shield on defense, as the standard rotates are going to be open as well. Nothing big coming out other than that. There's nothing huge, nothing out of left field, at least not quite yet. They want to make sure that they start off strong, and the Valiants in the meanwhile, they want to make sure that they don't repeat the mistake that they did, which was having, what was it, 3 operators parked on the red stairs, and then not watching each other's, not watching the entry from Mighty, the Legion. This time in, he wants to go for a spawn peek. At least he tried to, didn't really connect onto anybody. Unfortunately for him, he could have found Archangel. The spray did line up right at the last bullet, but he stopped shooting just before a bullet could have actually connected. That's why he's going to pull back for the time being. The Bandit goes all the way up to third floor. I think he's gone back to site. No, he's on second floor for the time being, as another piece of explosive security gets blown apart. The Ash in the meanwhile trying to fight somebody on the white stairs. Not going to find anybody just yet. An early trade of bullets between both teams, as Envy, he has come back on the top floor. In fact, he's going to be holding down in bar right below the skylight. Pretty balls right there from the Bandit. He's going to pull back as well. He's speaking both the angles of sight, of the skylight sight, that is. Poison, Sapfruit, Archangel, Dipjol, Kingslayer, they're all on the top, on the roof right here, ladies and gentlemen, as slowly but surely they're trying to make this play happen. They've spotted where the Legion's playing Mighty. He's being shot at, but he makes it out of there unscathed, as the push in towards Piano's coming in. So is the push onto the Cubby. He's seen where the Ashes pre-fires. It finds the head as Kingslayer will go down. Unfortunately for him, he did not know where Mighty was. That pre-fire onto the Cigar Shop Cubby was just a precautionary pre-fire. Unfortunately, he should have stuck with that precaution, as the Bandit's going to push up next. Trying to fight against the Zofia, and he will lose. In fact, he did a bit of damage onto Dipjol, but Dipjol was the one to take that kill, eventually taking the equalizer in play for the man count between both of these teams. Basilisk, Roximo, Killer, Mighty, and of course Slayer are the last ones remaining for the side of Level 0 Esports. It's a 4 vs 4 as flashbangs are coming in. Trying to fight the Clash right now inside of white. More and more flashbangs are being thrown in that Clash's direction, but nothing quite coming out of that just yet. Sapphire's trying to push in, but Basilisk is making sure they aren't allowed to, as there's now 50 seconds remaining. They need to try and get some shots in with the concussive grenades that the Zofia is throwing, but they won't be able to. A grenade comes in, does minimal damage because, of course, of the shield facing front on the Clash. Slayer's got a good angle for himself right now as Archangel's trying to fight somebody inside of Cocktail Lounge. Nothing big coming out of this just yet. And slowly but surely, time is being wasted. Level 0 Esports have done a good job. Slayer's been spotted where he was playing. He's going to pull back, try and play by the bars. Dips is going to fight Mighty and take him on the board as the Legion goes down. It's a 3 vs 4. The Clash is still alive. Retracts the shield and Poison finds Slayer. In the meanwhile, the SPSMG comes out. iBasilisk trying to fight against the Hibana. Not going to be able to do that just yet. Saffron's going to push in. Arcane's got to go for the plan. He won't need to, as Saffron and Dipjol will find 2 kills simultaneously. Roximo Killer and iBasilisk, the Clash go down inside of the on the 3rd floor bathrooms area, as that is going to give the set of Valiance round 1 on the attack on 3rd floor bar. And we're going to be headed into round 2, 1-0 up for TRN8 Valiance.
Quite the turn of events, honestly. You know, having to get the first round thrown away like that from level 3 esports and on towards the side of aliens, definitely taking advantage of the situations that they had for themselves, putting themselves on a 1-0 score line, definitely a position you want to find yourselves in. Happening to be on attack on Cafe, more importantly so. Definitely a valiant performance, as we like to call it. But yeah, let's see what we've got for ourselves going ahead. IQ switched onto the Kappa Tower, in fact. And that is exactly what will be coming in from the start of the attack. They want to go for that
Attackers need
switch
to
up. I
locate
wouldn't
and
really blame
defuse
them.
as many bombs as they
Kappa
can.
happens to be a very important attacker. And we don't see a huge emphasis from the side of the defense in terms of utility as well. I wouldn't really say a whole lot of, in terms of how IQ can be a huge impact. Having to be an operator pick on the side of the attack or not, that is obviously. But yes, let's see what this match brings up to us. We'll be seeing standard reinforcements being done from the side of level 0 esports. Nothing out of the box here. Wouldn't really expect something out of the box either. Let's see what we've got in this match. Layer has brought up the shield on the side of Freezer. We'll be seeing a Basilisk once again. He's brought up the Clash. Level 0 esports definitely want to be depending on such plays. But it's only been one round. They can definitely pull this back up for themselves. And they need to, more importantly. Tier 100 Valiants have themselves a very secure positions held already in Division 1, but level 0 esports are the ones who are facing almost relegation. Obviously, this is only day 3, you've still got 3 more play days to go, but right now, it'll be he's going to pick that fight, he's just going to have to fall back. But Slayer is aggressively, passively aggressive, or whatever you want to call it, because that is a sneaky position to hold on for the alibi. Definitely the Capitan is expecting something. Poison knows he's suspecting something, in fact, wants to go to his white peak. Oh, he's gonna see the footprint of the the foot of the alibi. In fact, he's gonna have to fall back. No, that'll be the alibi falling back. And so Slayer's made his way back on the side. In fact, along the vigil, we don't see a whole lot of drone potential coming in from level 0 esports, except for that early aggression coming in from them. Definitely scaring off the side of level 0 esports just by a little bit, but just not enough. Let's see what Valiants have for themselves. We're seeing the drone works coming in from the side of the roof. Poison will be watching the flank, but he's holding a very thin angle that might come out to bite back onto him, or maybe his team if he does not happen to overpeak that one. You definitely need to overpeak this, because that's how you're going to be having maximum chance of winning there. He's finally going to overpeak it. There goes Zofia, is making sure that she's doing all her. In fact, a lot of these Zofia has Kings the Ash running his way in, and to Singer he's going to meet the Clash, and that's why he's going to have to fall back. Go wide and strong about this. There'll be Zofia impacts coming in, Zofia concussions coming in. Definitely the Clash is not having a great time right now. The push from the 5-man of the Valiants is here. Everybody will be all the way on the side of the west-north entrance. The northwest entrance, excuse me. You've still got the pusher coming in. Archangel is going to come in with the Maverick. He's still got 2 nades for him, so but that won't matter. The Capita comes first, and then the nades, and this is such a huge clear for the side of Valiants, pushing back their Clash all the way back to White Stairs. And that is the kind of map control you want to take for yourselves. Very coordinated push, loving it that Valiants has got for themselves so far in the second round of attack. But will they be able to fight 5 defenders on site? That's huge, because you only got 50 seconds left and no lives lost so far. And so as I speak about it, King says going to find Invincible, and that is going to be the Ash fighting the Vigil. Over the match, and the winner of that for this one will be the Ash. And as I speak about it, the refrag comes right back in, and that'll be the Alibi Slayer getting the refrag back in onto the Ash. King Slayer is going to bite the dust for now. They've still got a 4 versus 4 establishment right now with the refrag coming in. Roxy will be playing awfully close. The Clash wants to take this fight for herself. Basilix, look at that. Wants to go wide about this against 3 speed, and he's going to meet
15 seconds
exactly
left.
what's going to happen. He's going to meet his fate with 15 seconds left, and the push is going to come in. Mighty wants to go wide about this. He's going to go for this aggressive beam there. Roxy's going to find a kill on the tip. They're waiting for the perfect push down. There's no perfect timing. There's one frag. Roxy won't get the poison here to get the kill on the Mighty. The plan has to be stuck. Stuck will be by Archangel, but there's Roxy Killer once again with the double kill for himself. And his team, LGA Esports, will be walking away with the second round. The Jaeger comes in, gets the first frag, and gets the planter while getting the first frag. A lucky kill, but a welcome one indeed. Really well done. Round 3 will be underway. 1-1 is indeed the scoreline. LGA Esports definitely staying alert towards the end. Did cause to tip the balance in their favor in terms of how the match or the end of the round went down, taking the advantage on the side of defense. Round 3 will be underway, and it's nobody in the lead yet.
1-1 is the scoreline in the early game lead here, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll be moving to round 3 and also to kitchen service and kitchen cooking. as Roximo Killer with the Jaeger coming in with the last second denial right there. The Capital pre-firing all over the place was not able to help out the Maverick, and the collateral kill coming in from the Jaeger to finish off the round as a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one as round 3 is going to be in play. Excuse me there. Kitchen, as a site, pretty much ties with third floor bar for best site of cafe, and then there's of course reading room, and to round things out for cafe downstairs in terms of site is second floor mining hall and fireplace. It's a site that pretty much has fallen off entirely ever since reading room was introduced as a site in the cafe map buff quite a while ago. At this point, the cafe has been in this state for some time now, and it's quite the better version of cafe, shall we say. That extra site has added a lot more dynamic to it and a lot more range to be for the defenders to play around with, and for the attackers as well, because they have an extra site to play around with and flush out the defenders from. As that little bit of change is all that was required. Cafe, pretty much an example of what a map buff should be like. Although, we could definitely get a better map buff in the future. We're not sure just yet. But Invincible, he's not going to be finding anybody on that spawn peak that he went on just there on the reading room door. And he's going to fall back for the time being. That was on the eastern end of the second floor of the map, as the clash will be spotted by Basilisk, once again bringing in the clash for the side of Luxurious, but they are investing heavily on the clash today. No Wamai coming in from the side of the defense, as they don't want to invest in that little bit of a denial. They want to make sure that they have the clash to slow down the attackers as much as possible, slow down their push as much as possible. The Mighty, while was clearing out the top of this reinforced wall in the prep room. That top bit, of course, is it can't be reinforced. It's just too high for the reinforcements to reach, so that could be a potential C4 throw that the Bandit goes for. We're going to find out in just a bit. Basilisk in the meanwhile pressuring the attackers. All 4 of them who are outside of Bakery make that 3, and 2 of them outside Small Bakery. That's being called out by Basilisk. His position is now even more compromised, but there is the Jaeger close. Roximo Killer on the red stairs. He could go for a big run out from the top window. Red stairs window as Basilisk has been down in the meanwhile. Oh, that's a big drop if the kill is confirmed. It should be any second now. The flag, the grenade comes in, and there we go. The kill is confirmed onto the clash. Archangel will be the one to drop Basilisk, giving the side of Aliens that early and very crucial advantage. Not only is it the man count, but also the fact that the clash has fallen, as the clash, of course, was a huge pain in the last round that we got to see for the side of Aliens to take care of. Archangel slowly pushing, and he's the Maverick, and he's going to be clearing out those Bandit batteries, but that little bit of area that he's cleared out might work against him. The Bandit's definitely peeking, and he's going to take a lot of damage. Archangel barely gets away with his life, as a Jaeger will be dropped. He was the one to find the kill onto Archangel, but Kingsley was the one to take down Roximo Killer. The Bandit will be able to trick the Hibana's Excalibur Spell says Dipjol was dropped in the meanwhile. And that's the Zofia of the board. That's another big kill. That was the Vigil who secured it, as the Goyo barely makes it out of being fried alive behind the prep room window. Invincible playing on a vertical angle that he's being challenged by a Capita with an LMG. He doesn't want to stick on that for too long, as there is in fact an Ash on the Bakery outside of the mining room window. As the drop shot comes in, he somehow survives that, as that's a double kill for the Vigil, leaving it at 2 vs 3 for the side of the offense. Poison, he's taking a lot of damage. He will go down, and it's a 1v2 right now, as Sadford has just found 1 kill. He's gonna have to go for the plan. He will be doing it. He's at the bearing 9 in hand, but there's a Goyo close, Slayer. He will be dropped, as the plan has to now go down from Sadford. He's got a double kill. He might just be able to close this out, ladies and gentlemen, and he will get the plant off. These Maverick Holes might just be used against him. No, they won't, as he has to find this Hibana any second, but there's a Goyo shell being used against him. He'll be seen. The Baron comes out, and Sadford will be the one to take that kill, clutching the 1v3 right at the end for TRN8 Valiants, as they are going to keep themselves in the lead once again. Round 3 and first floor kitchen goes to them, and a beautiful clutch right there from Sadfruit gives them the lead. 2-1 is the scoreline going into round 4.
There's a very important round coming in from the side of Valiants with that clutch as well. A 1 vs 3, in fact, that was beautifully well done from the side of the Hibana. He made sure he got off the plan on time, getting that frag in for himself, and then pushing for the plant. Really well done. He knew that the last player Virgil was up top as well. Great information trade-off that was very necessary for Williams to bank upon it. They did exactly that. Let's see if we get to see a whole lot more of that from the side of Williams on. And we'd love to see these attacking rounds from Williams. Honestly, the way they played the last round is really well done. Despite a huge disadvantage, they still made it out of there. Some amazing plays from their bar. Honestly, that was one hell of a clutch coming in from the side. Ultragear Esports definitely not feeling too great about it. But then again, they have this lead that they get back up about it. Let's see what they can do. We'll be seeing Poison once again. He's brought the Capital Kingslayer will be on the Ash as we take a quick look at the scoreboard if that's possible. Yeah, there you go. Roximo Killer on 5 kills, wouldn't really blame him. He's been amazing so far. While on the side of Valiance, we have Sad Fruit though this time around, obviously with the clutch coming in, and Poison and them on 2 and 3 kills. So Kingslayer will also be on 2 kills. Archangel Romance doing a whole lot of hard breach, I wouldn't really blame him. But then again, we're coming back to only 3 rounds in fact. Wouldn't really blame them. The numbers do look a little saturated. There's still the entirety of the match left for us. Just the players are gone. Yeah, that's right. I'm brutal. But then again, coming back. The attack phase will be underway. We've got Satru pushing up. He's once again running the Hibana. Looks like that is something that he loves to be doing. And the push-up will be happening any moment now. The shield will be out from the side of the Clash. And just like me and Blackjack have been emphasizing the fact that today level 0 esports have just come in the mode to clash around. And that's what Basilis has been doing so far. It's worked out for them. It's not worked out for them. There's been ups and downs to it, but let's see if round 4 goes that one on with the Clash into play.
Attackers have
Invincible trying to be very ecstatic. He's trying to find a kill or two maybe, but there's another player along with the Clash who's waiting, who's very angry and who's very aggressive, wants to take a frag. That'll be Mighty on the Bandit in fact. Could go for C4, potentially C4 through the C4. Rep wall as well, but he's still gonna get opened up, and there's the push up from Dijol. He gets the skeleton on the Mighty. That's huge, wants to push up even further. This is the aggression, not caring for the world whatsoever, just goes in. Finishes up the Bandit playing awfully close to the Clash. Maybe you heard that out. Maybe the Dijol knew exactly alright. There's a man playing right close. I've got a shotgun as my second weapon. And push up awfully close. What can the Clash do? Nothing. Once I'm awfully close, shield herself, move back.
A bomb has been
located. A good push in, a very necessary push in. In fact, no damage taken and a lot of harm done. In fact, for the side of Level 0 Esports, Valiance is very strong right now. But they've still got to find the Clash. That's the real question. Not only that, they've got to find the top 4 angles that the defense open up. And that is definitely going to be a point of concern. And there you go, the Slayer's going to find Archangel. I'm not sure how that went down, but that was the Maverick once again taking the fall. Sadrul once again coming up alive with Zillis. That is your Clash taking off the board. Invincible will fall to Dijol as well. The push-up is there from Slayer, and Roxy's all the only ones left alive. And make that maybe one because Roxy's taking so many shots, and yes, he will be downed. It's all under Slayer. No one misses 4. Goes for the white peak. He's gonna get a frag. That'll be Poison taken off the board. He cap it out. Will not be in play anymore. No more smoke. No more fireballs. Unless he's already used them. But anyways, that won't matter. The push-up is in for the leash, and that'll be the angle being watched by Sadford. That'll be a skill here, and Valiance will be staying strong on to round 4 as well. As we've definitely seen some amazing plays come out from Sadfruit today. Must be a happy fruit after this kind of plays. Round 5 will be underway. Let's see who happens to take this. But Valiance, they've definitely come out strong when it happens to be a defender-favored map. And 3-1 is indeed the scoreline.
This is why TR8 Valiance, ladies and gentlemen, TR8 Valiance are currently one of the favorites in the league. Even if the community votes may not show it, they have impressed all of us here at the caster seat and all of our viewers at home because of plays like that. Shutting down Level 0, at least so far, they've managed to win against Virtual 5. They took Union Gaming all the way to maximum overtime. That's right. They have made a name for themselves already. They're making a statement. They're making a stand here in the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, as the Level 0 Esports are now down by 2 rounds. They're going to look to make up for that in this round right now. As with the Kite 6 pick, we're going to be heading back all the way to 3rd floor bar. The side, of course, is now unlocked after the side of Level 0 won it back in round 2. Round 5, however, they are down by 2 more rounds, and they're going to look to make amends for that right now, as they're going to have to clean up on their mistakes, buckle up, tighten in on the coordination, and overall defense, use their utility to the maximum, as round 5 is a very important round for them. They don't want to go into roll swap round 7 in a 5-1 or a 4-2. They want to make sure that they equalize. 3-3 going into roll swap would be their best bet, as going into attack on Cafe. It's not the best position in the world. You know, Cafe is deemed to be slightly defender-sided, but not a whole lot like matches, not a whole lot like maps like, similar to maps like Clubhouse and Theme Park. Those are defender-sided, ladies and gentlemen. Cafe only slightly not by a wide margin. So the 3-3 on attack is definitely something they would like to have in their favor going into round 7 roll swap. Valiants, in the meanwhile, we know what they're going to be attempting to do, which is take both of the upcoming rounds in their favor. C4 gets popped early, as Mighty, I believe, he was trying to go for some sort of play on... I mean, that C4 was a little bit too close to call that a play. He probably tried to throw that on the skylight, missed, and had to blow it up. That is, of course, the Kaid. As, either that, or he could have just used it to take out that little desk by the default plant spot, giving the defenders a little bit side. Oh, the bandit playing behind the Clash, trying to do a dirty strat right here, peeking from behind the Clash, using her as an active meter window. Unfortunately, won't be able to do that, as Envy's gonna take that positive. Meanwhile, a jump out comes in, a big one from Envy. He's taken 2 with that, and he'll manage to successfully rotate in a mining room. He's afraid of somebody pushing him in his general vicinity, but he won't be pushed. Archangel, the sledge, is on the red stairs. He's the man with the diffuser, mind you, as that play from the side of the defenders, given the side of Level 0 Esports a big advantage, but that advantage has been lessened ever so slightly by Archangel, finally getting the refrag in. 4 versus 3 right now, Level 0 in the lead, in the man count, that is, not the round count, as they'll be looking to make that a situation where they're in the lead by the round count as well. Jones are being jammed by Wave Jammers, expertly placed right now, as Flashbangs goes off to disorient where the Clash is looking, but she's still safe because there's somebody playing behind the Clash, as ADSs are going to be burnt out by those Flashbangs being pulled in. Meanwhile, shots are being fired. Arcane's going to fight Slayer. That's the one was the mute playing behind the Clash, but there's one more that's coming. That's Roximo Killer. A grenade comes out, then bounce through as Mighty's going to find 2. Arcane's going to go down. And that's a huge drop right there. The Kaid is going to put Sadfruit once again in a clutch 1v3 for the last attacker standing. Clash being very annoying right now, right up close and personal against the Hibana. There's probably a flank coming in that Sadfruit's gonna have to watch out for, and he will, but he's gonna try and take the Clash down. Not gonna be able to, at least not yet. There's a line of sight through Coldroom that he's gotta be aware of. Playing around the Clash right now, he's still unable to get that. Oh, that's smart right there from the Basilisk. iBasilisk, that is the man playing the Clash, as it's now a doozy back and forth between these operators. Somehow that knife doesn't connect, as the Clash has to go down, but she won't. The Kaid will come in. Mighty will take the kill, his third. Sadfruit will drop, and that is going to give the side of Level 0 Esports round 5. They're not equalized just yet. They need to win one more round before they get that. However, 3-2 going into round 6, and with that round win, going back to kitchen service and kitchen cooking, looks like they might just be able to. Alrighty, round 6 is going to be underway. 3-2 is the score line, and the Echo is going to be brought in by Invincible, the 6th pick out of the Bandit. No 6 picks coming in from the side of TRN8 Valiants. They're going to hold on to that for the time being. They have all the operators they need, and they don't mind Level 0 knowing what they're going to be bringing on board. As No Omai once again from the side of Level 0. I'm interested to see their, at least to have some knowledge about their reasoning behind this play. Seeing as Omai, he's not banned. It's Valkyrie and Maestro who are banned in this map, ladies and gentlemen. And not bringing out the Omai is, despite doing bakery holds and, of course, dark spot holds on third floor piano. I mean, the Clash has pretty much helped in a lot of those situations, not only denying utility for the side of the attackers, but also slowing down their push substantially just by being there. And of course, the electrical nature of the Clash's shield means that she does a little bit of damage over time the longer those electric shocks hit the attackers. So overall, a pretty powerful gadget, a pretty powerful operator, invincible in the meanwhile. He's trying to go for a spawn pick out towards Christmas Market. Don't think he's about to find anybody though, because nobody spawned on the western end of the map. No, in fact, they've all spawned. At least 3 of them have spawned towards the side of the docks, and 2 over at parking, leaving the Echo a little bit sad. He's not gonna find it early, but he could, because this angle overlooks the main street, the main entryway onto Big Bakery. There's 4 attackers right here that he could take advantage of. 1 at the very least. He's going to be looking to get at least 1. He doesn't have any impacts left. He knows that there's somebody repelling, sees the rope, and he will see the Buck. He's going to get the kill, lights him up quite a bit. The Buck manages to escape. Dipjol, he's managed to pull back, as there has been a disconnect coming in from the side of TRN Valiant. Unfortunately, they might have to call a rehost after this round, but right now they're going to play this 4 versus 5. Dipjol, the man, nearly got taken out by the Echo, but Archangel is actually going to take down Roximo Killer. That is ironic all the way right there. The Jaeger being taken out by a grenade. Archangel is gonna take that kill nice and happily, as the Excalibur pellets are going to be used to make a line of sight into prep room. That's a pretty long line of sight that the Doc is looking to peek. Ibasil is not playing the class this round, playing the Doc, bringing in the French healer for his team. He's trying to push into red carpet hallway. There's somebody in. Coach check. There's the Echo. There's the Legion. Both of them drop a big double right there from Kingslayer, as Valiants are going to take the lead heavily in a 4 versus 2 right now. Flashbangs are coming in. Basilisk and Mighty, both of them 3 armors. They're going to be looking to make sure that this play does not come out from the side of Grenade Valiants whatsoever. Grenades are going to go in, deny the Electric Claw that have been placed by Mighty, meaning that the Hibana will be able to make a breach on the Big Bakery wall. Basilisk rotates around to the prep room window. He knows that there's going to be push coming in from here. Any second, our shots being fired. Against found Sadford, and Kingslayer's found Mighty, leaving the Dock, the last man standing. But Dipjol comes in with his skeleton key, and that's going to give the side of TRN8 Valiant round 6, as they will make sure that even if the disconnect does happen, they do not lose whatsoever. They're not here to give up. They're here to win. And they are now 4-2 up on a round 7. The roll swap is in, but we will be coming right back with a rehost, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of this rehost, because Valiants need to have their full 5-man if they want to make this round, this match, a victory. We'll be right back with that. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah! Through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between TRNA Valiance and Level 0 Esports on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. We are back on the other side of the rehost called by the side of Valiance, as they had a little bit of a disconnection right there from Poison. He is back, of course. Hopefully no more issues coming in from them, as it is the 5v5, but more importantly, it is 4-2 on the round count. Valiance are in the lead against Level 0 Esports, and now they're going to defense on Cafe, which means they're going to have that Cafe defender-sided advantage, even though it's only a really slight advantage, nothing big, unlike, unlike the, wait a minute, looks like we've had a little bit of an issue with the bans right there, because, yeah, I'm seeing a Mira ban. That's not what we had.
Defenders, protect your bombs
That's a
from being
little
defused by
unfortunate. We
attackers.
have the Maestro band right there. Looks like we have an issue on our end this time around. That's yeah, that's a little sad right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what happened right there, how that one slipped through, but it should be a little bit. Yeah, that's gonna make things a little unfortunate. But round 7 is gonna be happening right now, I guess, between Valiance and Level 0 Esports. Valiance are, of course, in the defense. They've gone for the Oryx, or they had gone for the Oryx pick, but they've just a 6 pick out into the Echo, bearing 9 without
5 seconds.
We're going to be moving in back to phase of this round.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a
Mind you,
bomb.
Level 0 Esports are the disadvantage and they are attacking, so they're going to be making sure to not have any mistakes right here. And hopefully they don't make any of the mistakes that we've seen them make before on attack. You know, get too aggressive, not zone out enough, not do enough utility clearance. But they've done those mistakes before. It's not like no team does those mistakes, but Level 0's ones have been particularly punishing for them in previous matches. So right now they're going to be looking to not have those mistakes in play. Round 7 is continuing as we have the Dark Spot being held down by Sadford. This time the Womai will be in play from Valiance. They don't want to miss a beat on any denial that they can get for themselves. And they'll be employing the Nighthaven operator Womai into calling into action in this round as the drones come in from Level 0 Esports, as this is a pretty interesting spot that the Joe just got his Echo drone stuck to, as it's not really that far up. It's just by the default spot, the default plant spot desk, and that default plant spot desk has been blown wide open, so there shouldn't be any issues in denying the plant should it go there or anywhere in this vicinity, really. It's pretty close, as right now flashbangs have been thrown from inside a skylight. That is, of course, going to be called out from the rest of the team as Kingstar is holding in the dark, but there's Mighty to find Kingstar. Just to speak about him, the Jaeger goes down. That's an early kill right there for the side of Level 0, and a big early drop as the Ashes made her way in from Skylight. Roximo Killer is in too, but they just found Invincible, and Archangel finds Roximo Killer. Basilisk in the meanwhile gets the refrag onto Dipzo. It's a 3 versus 3 right now, but shots are being fired towards Basilisk, who's actually going to find Archangel. That's another big drop. It's a double kill for him, and it's now a 2 versus 3. Sad Fruit and Poison are the last ones remaining, while Slayer, Mighty, and I Basilisk are the last ones for the side of the attack. Poison knows that there's exactly being someone above him, but no, he gets dropped as there's the Womai to find one, but he'll be found by Slayer as well. Sad Fruit is gonna drop. Slayer's gonna take that kill. The Twitch is gonna find it as the side of the attack, that is Level 0 Esports, are gonna win round 7, ladies and gentlemen, and a good attacking round coming out from them. As yeah, I mean, when it comes to the bans, we do have the issue of the fact that the Mira is not supposed to be banned, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Maestro, as we should go into a rehost right now. And yeah, we'll be going into rehost and we'll be back on the other side of that, hopefully with no more issues. Yeah, we'll be back.
Oh yeah! Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between TRN Valiance and Level 0 Esports. We are back on the other side of a little bit of a sticky situation that we found ourselves in. Previously, we had the bans wrong for whatever reason. We have, of course, fixed that right now, as the Maestro is actually the one banned, not the Meta, but we are back on 4-2. Valiants are in the lead. Level 0 are attacking, and we're headed to first floor kitchen, service, and cooking from the side of... Should be a pretty exciting game, shouldn't it, Baba?
I mean, it is going to be exciting indeed. 4-2 currently in favor of TRN Valiants. Excellent display on the side of attack, confusing a lot of plays coming on the side of defenders indeed, as we're going to be progressing to round 7. First floor kitchen is going to be on the side, and TRN Valiant is going to be defending
Attackers
on the
need to
specific
locate
side
and defuse
indeed.
as many
Now,
bombs as they can.
coming on to the operation by operators picks that they've been seeing on, we're going to be seeing the Echo and... yeah, we're going to be seeing the Echo and the Smoke being cleared. Those two operators are quite important when it comes to denying any push coming in from the attackers, or you can be able to get the attack indeed. So giving them a lot of opportunities will gain a lot of things on the side of TRN Valiants indeed.
Raise a wider point. Going to join
Well, coming on to round 7,
10 seconds
it
to
won't
go.
be a lot of problems indeed. We're going to be seeing a Slayer on the side of the
5
attack
seconds remaining.
as the Blackbeard, and quite interestingly, we're going to be seeing
Attackers'
Mighty
objective
playing
is to
as
locate a bomb and defuse
the Nook. Nook is quite important when it comes to denying any problems coming in on the side of the intel wise, because you do have a lot of intels coming in. You still have the Echoes, Yokatrons, and also the defense default camps coming in on the side of defense to be able to deny it as best as they can. And with a lot of time being chosen out, as we're going to be seeing the pushes coming in on the side of attackers, as they're going to be pushing in on the side of the bakery. So meanwhile, we're going to be seeing Slayer with the deployable shield and the ADS is being placed on the VIP section, so he'll be able to cover that angle on the side of White Stairs indeed. But unfortunately, the push that Level 0 Esports is coming in, they are arriving on the side of the bakery, which would give them a lot of opportunities to come in, knowing the fact that Ibaslik will be playing as the King. So one of the stuns is going to be coming in, but unfortunately he won't be able to find anything. We'll be able to take out the ADSs, but he's just going to be falling back. Invincible on the other hand, he'll be able to deny the push coming in on the side of the red hallway, as he's going to take out Archangel. Now, it shouldn't be a lot of problems indeed, with one early frag coming on the side of defense. And with that, well, make that 2 as Sad Fruit. He's going to be able to take out Ibaslis. Now that is an important kill indeed. The Ying, no more of the Scandalas being used, but that is not good on the side of Roximo Killer, using the crossbow bolts to try to use it, but it actually went quite the opposite, as the Echo will be able to take a kill. A nade comes in where Mighty will be able to take a little bit of damage, but he will survive nonetheless, which leads to only 3 players remaining on the side of Level 0 Esports, and a C4 being prepped on the side of Dibjol, waiting for the operators to arrive on the side of prep room. Now we're going to be seeing a Nook patiently entering inside. Still needs to be careful that there is one player also very close on the closet with the shotgun prepped and ready. Kingslayer, he's going to be taking out Invincible. Won't be able to see the shotgun, and Sad Fruit will confirm it, taking out Mighty, which leads to Slayer all by himself. 5 HP. He has both of the rifle shield. He can be able to use them. He has 3 flashbangs, and he needs to clutch this out on a 1v4 situation on the side of Bakery. Now, this will be a very difficult on the side of Team Slayer, on the side of Team Level 0 Esports, knowing the fact that the diffuser is down, he has good amount of intel, and also he has that powerful rifle shield in which he can be able to block some of the attacks coming on the defenders to gain that upper possibility. But I don't think that's going to happen, because he is down in very low amount of HP, and that push comes in and immediate turnaround comes in. Kingslayer with the final kill as he takes out Slayer, as he's going to be winning round 7 on first floor kitchen.
First floor kitchen has been won by Valiants, coming back around from a little bit of an unfortunate situation that we found ourselves in. But enough about that, as they are now 5-2 up against Level 0 Esports. Level 0 have definitely looked better, ladies and gentlemen. The use of the Nook not working out, neither did the Blackbeard, as unfortunately I don't think a Blackbeard is able to function properly in a 1v5 when he only has intel and doesn't even have that much HP. Round 8 is going to happen on third floor bar and a cocktail lounge from the side of the defense right there. And once again, Sadfruit using the Wamai, showing off the fact that, you know, you might have a clash in play to compensate for the Wamai, at least on third floor. Dark spot, it seemed to work out for the side of Level 0 Esports for the most part, but it didn't quite do the same extent of denial that a Wamai can. That is for sure, and we were able to see that Level 0 were struggling just a little bit with the clash in play. They were not, however, back in round 2, where they took third floor bar quite well with the use of the clash. However, every other round that they tried it, outside of rounds 2 and 5, they were not able to put the maximum amount of utility or kills on board. They lost those 2 rounds along with a couple others. That's why it was 4-2 on Roll Stop. Now it's 5-2. Valiants are 1 round away from the match point. 2 rounds away from victory. Level 0 have to play 3 back-to-back rounds of some of the best Cs that they have played in recent memory. They'll have to play 3 rounds of the best Cs that they have played in recent memory, because they are going to need to give themselves an advantage all over again. At least equalize on the next 3 rounds, but that is 3 whole rounds that they have to win against a very determined TRN8 Valiants. We've got the Echo in play once again, as we've got the... Oh, okay, I see what's happening right now. We are gonna have probably a Capital Ying rush in through the skylight. Meanwhile, of course, the hatches are going to be open. Sled's going to take a little bit of damage from that, but not a whole lot. Basilisk is just waiting for his teammates' intel, as the Nook Mighty is looking to get into sight. That is the diffuser, mind you. The Nook has to stay close by to the denial operators. However, Archangel, how does he survive that? 1 HP on the man, quite literally, as he'll throw out a gas canister to mask his movements. There we go. Smoke bolts are going to go off any second now. They're just waiting on a little bit of positioning. There goes a Candela. There goes 2. Invis come in. Mighties come in. Basilisk come in. Everyone's in. Sled's going to find 1. Sadru found Roximo Killer. In the meanwhile, the plan is coming down from Mighty. Archangel needs to come in and find the kill. He won't be able to. Basilisk takes that kill as the plan is off from Mighty. He's going to drop down, be found by Poison. And there goes Kingslayer as well. Bodies are being dropped all over the place. And Invincible is one of the last 3 standing for the side of Level 0 Esports. Make that the last one standing, as Poison is in fact the last man remaining, and he'll be taken out by Slayer as well. The Blackbeard holding down Red Stairs, coming in clutch for his team, as that is going to give the side of Level 0 Esports round 8, deciding on an age-old tactic of the Ying and the Capital push that worked out for them, because, excuse me right there, because the side of Aliens didn't look like they were all prepared for a push like that. Third floor bar will decide of choice once again. Round 9 is in play. Valiants are 5-3 up, 1 round away from match point, 2 rounds away from the victory, while Level 0 Esports, with that 1 round in play, they might just be able to make the comeback happen.
I mean, it is a higher possibility for Team Level 0 Esports, especially with that heavy aggression coming in on the side of Mighty Slayer and Roximo, in which we actually did see the Nook planting the diffuser on the side of Bar, in which it had worked out quite well. 6-pick being coming in, and as Archangel changes from the smoke to the Vamai, and we're going to be seeing another 6-pick on the side of Level 0, as the Amaru will be in play. Now, this is going to be interesting indeed. Both of those 6-pick might cause a lot of changes on both of the teams here. Archangel, the top reasons why Archangel bought the Vomai is because of the Ying being played, and also he can be able to see through smokes. That gadget is quite effective, and that 6-bit will also be effective as well. Now, coming on the side of 6-bit, coming on the side of Invincible, the Amaru, he can be able to use the Garaho to get in on the 3rd floor, the new cocktail window, without having any problem indeed, getting the upper hand, hopefully to take out any of the operators currently being holding on the cocktail lounge room. The only problem is who is going to be able to get the first frag. Is it going to be Turnet Valence with the Vamai, or Level 0 Esports with the Amaru? We are going to be able to see it in this action phase on round 9. Currently, Level 0 Esports need 2 more wins to equalize the round against TRN8 Valiants. and the same thing goes to TR and Rebellions indeed. All they need is 2 more points to win on this map, Cafe Dosto Yetke, in which we actually did see them perform really quite well on attack, but in this defense, anything can happen in the game of Siege. Invincible, he actually decides to go on the side of pillars, in which Dibjol is holding on to. It could be a matter of minute where Amaru detects where exactly Ella is. She's actually looking at the long location. Both of them are quite actually looking at the long location. Amaru detects it, but Dibjol actually survives the fight, falling back on the fireplace room, the reading room. And now he is currently boxed in. Poison, he's going to be able to find out one important player on the side of Level 0 Esports. A Basilisk, the important operator Ying was supposed to be using on the side of the aggressive plays, is not in play, which gives TRNet Valiants a possibility to hopefully the aggressive plays coming on the side of Level 0 Esports will be denied indeed. Flashbangs being thrown on the side of the new the cocktail room window, in which Invincible is still hunting for the roamers as best as he can, but unfortunately won't be able to find one. He actually finds one indeed, and that would be the life of Dibjol. Invincible with the G8 LMG playing as Dimaru, taking out the important operator on the side of reading room, that is Ella, off the board. But still, the man count is equalized, and all they need is a perfect timing here. 2 flashbangs being thrown. I thought for a moment that he was going to use the Amaru Gara hook to eventually arrive from the top of the hatch, but he will decide to arrive on the top of the white stairs indeed. He still has an opportunity to jump from the piano room himself. I mean, you do know for the fact that the Gara hook has an advantageous opportunities, as Slayer is going to be taking out King Slayer. That is a very important kill indeed. 2 players down on the side of TR and Valiants, and Roximo is prepping up with the fireballs to push out any operators who's currently being situated on the side of the cocktail room. But there needs to be careful that there is Vamai playing on the side of freezer room, and that freezer room would give a lot of opportunities, a lot of kills, and also the surprise element on the side of TR and Valiants. Time is running out for the side of Level 0 Esports, and Turnit Valiants are using it to its advantage. A lot of shots being shot out on the piano room on the sad fruit, as he's also very down on HP. And look at that, the push comes in, Vamai pushes in with the SMG-11. He's going to take out every single players, and look at that, the quick cleanup coming in on the side of Level 0 Esports, and that was quite a quick kill indeed. Round 9, third floor bar goes in the favor of Level 0 Esports, and that was quite an interesting bug indeed. Nomad, he was basically the fastest thing that you've ever seen. Yes, it was basically a bug of the air jabs being being used, in which you can actually get to see those animation thing, but that's basically what Siege is. Anyways, round 10, and looks like Level 0 Esports are slowly gaining up on the ranks, 5-4, still in favor of TR and Valiants.
5-4 on round 10, as Level 0 Esports are slowly bringing it back in, ladies and gentlemen. They are pushing for the equalizer, as Basilisk is going to go out of the excuse me, the Hibana into the Nomad, and there was the Pulse being 6-picked in from Valiants on the defense. 2 very important 6-picks right there. The Pulse is going to be pretty important, but he has to stay alive by the pillars area, at the very least library on 2nd floor, to make his C4 particularly useful, or he could use it towards the side of piano. Either one really works, as any second now we are going to have round 10 underway. Will Valiants finally manage to get that match point? They've been sitting here for the last couple of rounds, while Level 0 have slowly but surely mounted a comeback. Bit by bit, as the closer Level 0 gets to the equalizer right here on round 10, the more pressure is on TR and Valiants to play and perform at their highest. Basilisk is going to spot the Pulse all the way down to the 1st floor. Sadfree, he prepared the cocktail lounge window right there that we just got to see, double breaking the lower end of the barricade just underneath the window pane to make sure that the attackers don't get to see that. Pretty interesting right there. He's probably gonna go for a jump out. Either one of Valiant members could go for a jump out. Since there is somebody of Level 0 who likes to repel that window, but in the meanwhile, Poison's gonna find Invincible off the bat. That's a pretty big drop right there. The Sledge is off the board in a very, very early kill that the Pulse has taken for himself. He's being spotted by the drones, and there's gonna be a push coming in his general direction. He somehow was alive for as long as he was, but Slayer, the Blackbeard, comes in to shut him down eventually. A couple of very early kills in the round right here, ladies and gentlemen. 5-4 being the scoreline, but it's a 4-4 man count between both excuse me, both teams. As Basilisk is going to make his way all the way up to the roof. The rest of the attackers are as well. They need to regroup, reposition, and make up for the loss of Invincible. That's a pretty big drop, mind you. The sledge is down. That's a lot of soft breach potential that they could have otherwise used, who will not be in play. Meanwhile, Archangel, SMG 12 in hand, is trying to go for a run out. He's waiting for intel from his team to make sure that if he does go for the run out, there's somebody on the rappel, but nobody's on the rappel on piano. There's somebody all the way out by the white stairs door, and so is Roximo Killer rappelling on the southern end of the building. That could be a couple of big kills that the Warden would like for himself, but he's not going to be able to do that just yet. Mighty is droning right by the Harry Potter spot of white stairs. He could be taken off the board. The Warden's slowly closing in. Does he know he's looking the wrong way? He doesn't. Archangel, all he has to do is go a couple steps forward. He does not. He's going to walk away. And now Mighty will see the Warden playing just above him. And this could be the big kill for the attackers right now. Will he find the Warden? Yes, he will. Archangel goes down. And Mighty will be the victor of that 1v1. You can't really blame the Warden either. He didn't know that there was somebody there. There was no intel placed in that general direction. No intel utility, that is. As grenades are coming in from side to side. Not quite. Flashbangs are coming in as well. But they're being caught out by Wamai magnets. As lots of utilities being cleared. The Jaeger's going to peek. He's going to find one, but Mighty's going to frag him back instantly, getting Kingslayer off the board. 2 versus 3 as the Wamai and the Echo are the last ones remaining. Echo with a one tap on the Mighty gets that beautiful kill, making it a 2 versus 2. And there goes one more. The Maverick with the diffuser has been dropped, leaving Blackbeard Slayer, the last one remaining inside a bar. He sees one of the laser sights. The Sapphire is going to be found by an air jab, but no, there's Dibjaw to find the kill on the Slayer to finish it off for the side of Valiants. They are finally going to be able to take match point against Level 0 Esports, making it 6-4 going into round 11, giving themselves 1 round's worth of gap before they can close it out right here, right now.
Well, match point on the side of TR8 Valiants, an excellent display of skills showing from Dibjol with the MP5 SD submachine gun, getting those 3 important kills with that one single melee hole. Actually, 2 kills with that one melee hole and 1 to take out the guy who was currently being situated on the third floor bar, giving them the opportunity to win 1 more to eventually close this match against Level 0 Esports, and this time they'll be picking the site on First Floor Kitchen. Now, First Floor Kitchen, we actually did see them perform really quite well on round 7, where TR8 Valiants did, however, won on the side of defense. So I would say the possibility for them winning on the specific side is, I would say, more than 70%. And, you know, 30% there is a slight chance that Level 0 Esports might take this opportunity into their own hands. You have a lot of strats coming in, but this is quite an interesting strat indeed. One of the kitchen room is going to be they're going to be making up a rotation that actually connects to the closet room, which gives the defenders a lot of opportunity for a push in. But unless and until if the attackers gain control of the utility room, that rotation, they have to be careful of it. If they're not being also very careful of it, the attackers will also gain the control on the kitchen room, giving them the win. And we actually don't want to see TR8 Valiants also very close on match point, and then they out of nowhere we're going to be see overtime. But not everyone would like to actually see that match going on to overtime. We're going to be seeing Archangel making yet another rotation, which actually connects from bar to kitchen service, and also a lot of top holes being opened up just to use the C4s or the smoke canisters being used just to to avoid getting caught up in the crossfire angle. So it is actually quite a pretty good indeed. And with that, the action phase is in effect. Slayer playing as the Blackbeard. He's going to be holding up an angle on the side of the red stairs. We'll be seeing Roximo using his breaching torches to open up lines of sight. He's not going to be making a rotation hole or a half wall trick to open it up. He's going to be using that to open up the bakery, in which it has currently been electrified, and he really needs to be careful on opening up. It has been Kaid electrified, mind you, and the bandit will not be in play. So opening up the breach torch, he's going to be using the frag grenades to immediately use it out, but no, it's not going to work out. The electro claws are going to be situated on the top top of the kitchen. I believe he's going to be able to take that. The second one, we're going to be seeing the exothermic charges being used. Dipjol doesn't have the electro claws to even go for the trick, as it is as the breach will successfully be opened on the side of kitchen. Roximo and the Thermite both holding on the side of Bakery, while one of them is holding on the small Bakery indeed, and that would be Basilisk. Just a lot of time being wasted, just a lot of drone was going in, but look at that, Kingslayer, he's going to be taking out Envy. That is the Twitch. The shock drone won't be available on this round. Quite a great kill coming in, and that would put a lot of pressure on the hands of Level 0 Esports. They're currently 6-4, and they need 2 more points to get back in the game, but looks like Kingslayer just made it a lot difficult for them as he gains the control on the side of Train Museum. He has a lot of vertical control. It's only a bit of a matter of time when they enter into the site and just get trapped out of nowhere. Roximo, he's going to be prone in on the side of Bakery, slowly creeping in. Hopefully he won't get attacked out or caught from the crossfire on the side of the attackers. And looks like Kingslayer, he's going to be finding another one. Basilisk is off the board, and that 2 in small Bakery indeed. This is not looking well on the side of Level 0 Esports, as you'll be seeing a C4 being thrown out on the side of Dipjol. Won't be able to work this time, but that TCSG, that is a very devastating gun indeed. Roximo, he's going to be proning out steadily as the snake, as the push comes in. He actually gets out the revolver and takes out 2 kills, and it's not going to work out indeed yet again. Sadfruit with the final kill takes out the Slayer and wins round 11 on first floor kitchen, claiming their win against Level 0 Esports on map Cafe Dostoyevsky. And my god, was that a great shot indeed. Dipjol with the TCSG and Sadfruit with the end with the SMG to finally close it off against Level 0 Esports. What a great match being displayed from both the teams.
Absolutely, a fantastic game coming out from both teams today, ladies and gentlemen, as TRN and Valiance are going to prevail over the side of Level 0 Esport. A fantastic game that we just got to see, and that is going to end it for not just this game, but also this first stream that we have had, because that's the first 2 games, and we're going to be coming back with 3, count that, 3 games on the other side with a new stream in just a short while. As those 3 games, Valiance will be taking on Kira Esports, their second game of the day. Virtual 5 will be taking on Demas Force. That's one I know a lot of people are looking forward to. And then Monka S will be taking on Kira Esports right at the end. 3 very, very exciting games, tantalizingly close to us. And we'll be right back with those games in a second stream in just a short while, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
breach.
Go, go, go!